Hi, everybody. Dennis here with Gale, and I just want to spend a couple of minutes helping students and parents understand some of the library resources available to them when they're doing schoolwork from their homes virtually away during this time that they're away. Gale has made a resource available to everyone in the nation during this time. Their databases are available. So if you come into your librarian may have shared with you this resource page that allows you to scroll down, and as you can see, there's some databases that we've made available to anyone. I'm only going to talk about the middle school and the high school database. There's also an elementary and a college level database, but I'm going to focus on these secondary levels. Before I move on and actually show those to you, I want to make sure you understand also that there's some social and emotional learning resources available for high school and undergrads. You can go in and talk about the stress, and read some information on that, as well as some health related information directly related. So first question I want to answer, and the first reason I want to help you out is understand why it's important to have a database rather than just Googling everything. So for example, I took a topic, Disney, and I Googled that. And as you can see in the search results, almost every result is an ad or something distracting. One, asking me for money, or there's some videos that I could spend some time wasting my time and really get distracted. I could spend hours on this search result and really not get any information for a paper that I want to write. Another example, let's say I want to write a report on whether school uniforms are good in schools or whether we should have them in our school. I type in school uniforms, and again, every search result is trying to sell me school uniforms. And so you're not really getting the academic material that you're looking for. And so that's why you want to use a database. You don't want ads. You want material that's going to be fast and easy to find and easy to share, that then you can use in your report. You can cite it and you can be done with it and move on with your day and go enjoy your day rather than spending all your time in a Google search. So let me show you a couple examples. So first stop should be this COVID-19 resource page. Some of your schools have other resources, and you might want to go through your school's resource page because some of them also have some of this. So let me show you an example. I picked Liberty High School in Henderson, Nevada, and if I go to their webpage, I just Googled their webpage, and I found this page. If I come into their academics, you see there's a link to the library, and then there's their library website. And this is what their library website looks like, which has a direct link to Gale. Your school's webpage may look different, so I'm trying to show you a couple of ideas of ways. Another way I did that, let me show you with Brown Middle School. And the way they link out is through the students menu. As you can see, I scroll down. Here's some other resources, but here are the Gale databases. And that takes you to a page that looks like this. Now, Brown has some other databases, and it lets you choose. When you click on any of these, it's going to ask you for a password. So the password is going to enable you to get into the database, just like I've done right here. So let's get in. Let's do a search just like the one that we just did. And I'm going to type in Disney. I'm in the high school database. There's nothing that's saying that a middle schooler can't get into the high school or a high schooler can't get into the middle, but they're just leveled based on those things. So I've done it. First of all, you'll notice no ads. Second of all, you see these buckets. You can see exactly what type of information. I'm getting almost 800 news articles based on my typing in Disney. And I've got some videos, but as I scroll down, you can see what those videos are. They're not a video of Aladdin or whatever. They're actually, news articles or news about Disney and what might be controversial with Disney at this particular moment. So let me show you a couple of tips. I'm going to go into the news section. Let me scroll down again. There are almost 800, so I click into the news section. One quick tip is after you do a search result, you can get a visual of it. Some learners are more visual. So if I go over here to the right where it says start the topic finder, I can click on that topic finder, and it didn't do what I wanted it to do, but let me try a search. You should get a result that looks like this. So this is a visual representation of what's in here regarding Disney. So am I talking about the amusement parks? Am I talking about specifically Star Wars, ice skating, Disney on Ice? And as I click into any of these, I can then click in through and reach an article that's relevant to that area. This is a really cool thing. So now I'm in an article. I'm going to really quickly show you 2 tips that will help you. One is students can highlight and take notes directly within the article. And so you would just save it there. And then all they would need to do is come up here and send it to their Google Drive or their Microsoft OneDrive. And that makes it available in there. And they don't need to log in next time. They don't need to come to Gale, to the database. They can just access their report there. The citation is always at the bottom, or they can click this citation button and get the direct citation. So if you need to include it in a bibliography, that's exactly how to do it. One other thing that I'm going to show you, and I know I only said 2, but I'm going to show you one more, this get link. This get link can be used to share a search result, or can be used to share an article. All it's doing is giving you a link to that article. That's what you want to do to share. So let's go into the Brown Middle School database, and we'll pull up the middle school, and let's do the exact same thing we just did in the high school database, only this one we're going to do school uniforms and talk about, find some information on some pro and cons of school uniforms. And as I scroll down again, notice there's no ads. They're not asking for it. It's not asking for any money. All of this is relevant to whether school uniforms are good on campus, and it's at a middle school level, reading level. As I scroll in here, I can see a nice short brief article that, again, I can do my highlights and any of those things I did in the other one. Okay, so I've shown you 2 databases, the middle school and the high school. There are others, and one of our next most popular is called Opposing Viewpoints. And Opposing Viewpoints is really cool. If your school, your district has it, there is a Google Chrome plugin. So I don't know if you noticed this back when I did my Disney search, there's this little box off to the right. This is because I have the plugin, and I can have search results come up in Opposing Viewpoints. And so these are from the database when I do a Google search. It's very, very cool. So if you have Opposing Viewpoints at your school, you want to add that plugin there. And all you need to do is you come up in here to do add-ons. I'm not going to actually go into that. Anyway, one last thing. And Opposing Viewpoints is really cool for a lot of you who have it. Some of your schools also have what we call, let's see, I think it's Liberty that has this test prep and careers, because this is something that you parents might be able to use. So this is called TERC, Testing and Education Reference Center for short. There are basic skills practices in here. This is something that if your student, you're worried about your student getting into school next year and being so far behind in math, you could just come in here and get a bank of math tutorials, math questions, English questions, and English tutorials, no matter at what level they're in. This is a great place to just send students and have them do a few assignments if you as a parent are worried about your students being left behind. There are practice tests if your students are preparing for the AP, as well as for those of you who are in Texas, there's some for the Texas tests in there as well. There's some college prep. If any of your students are preparing for ACT or SAT, this is a great, but for you as well, if you're trying to go to grad school or improve your career opportunities, you can come in here and there is a resume writing tip right within this database. There's no reason why you as a parent, if you're going through hard times and you need some business help, you can use this resource that's available to your school. And there's a career assessment. There's also a virtual career library. But before I get out of here, I need to, where is it? College prep. There's a college and scholarship search. Now is the time to just spend some time in here and really hunt down some scholarships if you're a junior or you're a senior preparing to go to college next year. So I highly recommend those databases. My time's up. I've got to go. I do have office hours that you are welcome to. Let me show you right here. Send me an email at dennis.kelsch@cengage.com, And I have office hours every day, 8:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. You're welcome to join me. Come on. Parents are welcome to come in and ask me questions, and I will see you there, hopefully. Again, Dennis.Kelsch, Kelsch, at cengage.com. I will answer parent questions or through the librarian. Reach out to me, and good luck. We're all in this together.